Hi everybody, welcome back to the Chuck and Lisa Show, produced by Dershey and we are in our trailer. Welcome back everybody. We've been gone for 2 weeks while we got a new company to take care of all of our services, and they are doing a great job so far. You should hear us clearly. We shouldn't stop in mid-sentence and such. So all good stuff. Everybody say hello, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa.
Hello, Lisa. Hello, Dersh. How are you?
Better than I deserve, but I think you knew that already.
I heard a rumor about that. I did. So
can I give people this link?
Yeah, exactly. Give them that link that you just got. You got it.
I didn't get it. I had to find it.
Get it.
She had to hunt the thing down and kill it.
I had to kill it first.
Oh, no. Well, we've been doing what we always do. You know, like we just switched over to this new company, which is just awesome. And we've got a new version of
Wirecast.
YouTube that just came out, Wirecast.
Yeah.
And also a new version of YouTube came in. So if you guys come to watch us, listen to us and join in, the chat room is now down to the right below the actual show streaming. A little awkward, but I don't know why. You know why? Anybody?
Because YouTube's stupid.
That would be my reasoning as well. So it's really good to be back with you guys. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be able to expand this in a lot of different ways because of all the technology that's involved with this new site that we're doing.
Yeah, no idea how much fun is going to be, Chuck.
You're having a ball, aren't you?
Yeah,
I don't want to have fun. I don't want to have any fun at all.
You don't want any fun at all?
I got some. Whoa.
Yes.
I don't want to know any more than that. All right, we'll just keep it at that.
Just pull a Schultz. I know
nothing.
I know nothing.
All right, Chuck. Well, why don't you go ahead and let everybody know where they can find Chuck Nebbis out there in the
I will do that. By the way, that picture of me is updated somewhat. The beard is just a goatee and the handlebar mustache, and all the side stuff is gone now, and about a pound of hair off the top of my head that my hairstylist figured. Just too much hair, too hot. I am Chuck Nellis. Pop that on the screen if you would, brother.
It's up there. You're just lagging a few seconds behind.
Am I? As usual.
Yeah.
Such is life, huh?
Sasquatch.
I am at Chuck Nellis on most every place on the internet, it seems like.
But not Twitter.
Not Twitter. Twitter doesn't love me anymore. You can find me at Chuck Nellis on CloutHub, or Gab, or Parler, or Wego, which is also known as Wiggywa. Or WG1WGA, as they're officially known.
It's Wiggywa.
I think Wiggywa. I told him the other day. It's a perfect name.
Did he like it?
He hadn't gotten back to me on it yet. USA.life, Tumblr, Instagram. That's the one I always forget. And if you're looking for me on Facebook, at Chuck Nellis was already taken, damn it. So I am Chuck.Nellis.7. I didn't know there
I
was
hope
more.
there are not 6 more of you.
I can't believe it. Apparently there are. Isn't that scary? That's a scary damn thing.
Too frightening. Too frightening.
I know. So that's where you can pretty much find me. Otherwise, come to North Carolina, you can find me here because I love it here. And Mr. Dershey, who should we talk about next? The lovely Mrs. Nebbis?
Nimbus.
Go for Nebbis. Go for Mrs. Nebbis.
A vote for Mrs. Nebbis.
Go for Nebbis.
Okay.
Go for Nebbis. Nebbis is
Okay,
up.
well, I have not done anything with my racing site yet because I have been too freaking busy.
Going to races.
Going to races, going to a concert, soccer. I haven't probably mentioned the fact that I was a soccer manager for 5,000 years, and then I'm a registrar, so I'm like a soccer.
She looks marvelous for her age.
I'm like a soccer grandma, and the season just started last week, the week before last, and of course everybody went to a tournament,
Right.
and so everybody needed their registration materials at the same time.
At the same time.
And fortunately, I'm not doing a whole club anymore. I not really work, but I help North Carolina Football Club Youth, which is actually now the largest youth soccer club in the United States.
That's just marvelous.
In the United States.
The whole United States?
United States.
Yes, say you.
But they're based in Raleigh.
Yeah.
For the most part, but we have a whole Durham Chapel Hill branch, and the Raleigh people do not wish to come to the Durham Chapel Hill
I can
area
imagine why.
because traffic sucks.
Mm-hmm.
So I do the
540 it.
yes.
Oof.
So I do the Durham Chapel Hill registrations for them, and they appreciate it. And the last 2 weeks have been quite busy with that,
Right.
especially because I'm
You can
trying
see
to
her
meet.
other places too.
I know. I'm talking about this because I never do.
I wish you would.
I'm almost done.
I wish you'd continue.
You show up.
There we go. That didn't take long.
Anyway, I've been really busy with that the past 2 weeks because I'm trying to make it to trainings, and every time I show up at a training, it basically gets canceled 5 minutes later for thunderstorms because of the time of year.
But it's worked perfectly for you because the kids running off the field looking
And I'm like,
get
yeah,
their
there
cards
you
done and you're done.
Exactly. Don't get hit by lightning. What's your name?
You're causing the rain.
Don't get hit by lightning, but what's your
They're
name first?
doing a rain dance before they get there.
Tell me your birthday.
What's
Anyway.
your quest?
I know, I don't.
I used to
All right.
ask the kids that when I used to help.
So,
I always used to finish her line of questioning as, and what's your quest?
yes. So I am no longer on Ladies of Speed as a guest writer.
Nope.
But they still like me. I'm just a little too opinionated.
Not you.
I have a Facebook page called The Best of North Carolina. I am on Twitter still as Louise.
Always.
I'm on Clout Hub, but not as often as I'd like because it doesn't have a desktop app yet.
Yet. Can't wait.
I'll be on there more once that happens.
Mhm.
I can't sit and look at my phone at work all day.
It's complicated for me too.
And my store on Etsy is Vintage Velma Finds.
Yes.
That will be updated again soon. I found some more things that
Yes,
I need to
she
list. The
has.
listing part is hard.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, because you got to take all those
You
pictures
have to
of
take
every
pictures,
damn
and you have
thing
to
and post
tag
it and
them, and-
describe it and
Yep, yep.
bobbity bobbity.
And then you have to answer questions from mean people like, why did you call those bracelets Bakelite? I said, I didn't say that. They were like Bakelite. Well, that's misleading and that is fraudulent. Do not buy them then. Thank you very much.
Have a good day, biatch.
I did not call her biatch. I think she was just excited that she found something she thought was a bargain and then maybe it wasn't. But it was.
Pobrecita.
Whatever.
Yep. Where else can we find you?
Right.
What's your new NASCAR page?
I actually forgot.
That's helpful.
I think it's darn it. Give me a minute. I'll get
give
back
it a
to
minute. You can
you.
get back to me.
I'll get back
And
to
you
you.
covered the Louise.blog,
Yeah.
right? Alrighty.
Yep.
And our beloved producer, Mr. Dershey, who's been having all sorts of fun getting used to this.
Oh, I think
Pushing
it's called-
buttons all over the
I think
place.
it's called It's Racing Baby, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
So
We'll think about it.
We'll think about it.
Get back
Where
to us
can
on
we
that.
find Well, while you've been pushing buttons, getting used to this new program, where can people find you on the internet, sir?
Well, Chuck, you know they can find me behind this microphone every Wednesday night on the producing the famous Chuck and Lisa show.
World famous.
Or is that infamous? I'm not sure which one it is, but it's one
It
of
depends
those
which party you're asking.
and you can find me behind the same microphone on Tuesday nights at 8 o'clock on the right side of politics with my brother Chuck.
We rant, we rail, we let it loose.
Yeah, we do all
We
kind
do?
of crazy stuff, man. It's
Yeah, we do.
It's,
We have pretty much fun over there too.
They look at each
Yeah.
other on the computer.
but it's
And on our show, there are actually cameras, so you can actually see Dershie and me. Lisa will not allow a camera.
well, they're gonna be able to see you later, Chuck. I got some really cool shots set up just as we go through this. But anyway,
Cool.
you can find me as at Dersh on CloudHub, USA.life, MeWe, WeGo, Parlor, at DERSH for all those places. But of course, if you really want to find me, talk to me quickly, hunt me down, shoot me, whatever.
What?
Whatever.
Shit you.
Don't shoot.
What?
We
What?
don't know. We don't know
We
how to.
hear enough stories
We-
about Florida days. We don't need you
We
included.
don't.
Yeah, right.
We don't know how to push the buttons.
um,
I don't want to push on the buttons.
Anyway, so I'm on CloudHub, as you guys know, almost all the time. So if you want to really find me, that's where you can find me.
That's where Dershie hangs out.
That's where
Yes.
I hold up.
He lets loose on his politics mostly on our shows now, which is really fun because then he gets louder than he normally used to. I like that. I do. I do. We got some enthusiasm going on there. Now, so the one place that you will not find Dershie or me is Twitter. You can still find Louise there, though.
Yes, you can.
She is at
Unless I blocked you.
LAWEEZ, which if you're on the right, that's quite possible.
No, I don't automatically
No.
block people. I give them a chance to prove that they're an idiot, and then I block them.
Cool.
Or if they have 8 numbers after their name.
I dig that philosophy. That's really it's a good one.
What's that?
What's that?
What did I do?
Give them a chance to prove they're an idiot and then block them.
Yeah.
That shouldn't take very long.
I don't. No, I mean, no, seriously, I don't block all.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You don't. Unless somebody gets in your face. That's the
Yeah,
only
well,
reason
you
you
shut
don't.
up, you libtard snowflake. Your husband's an idiot too. Hi, nice to meet you. Piss off.
That's what they
Never
say.
cup.
That's what they say on Gab. So I'm not sure what you're talking about.
That's only the Nazis.
Oh, or
And
sometimes
I've cyber exterminated
sometimes
most of
I'm
them,
a
you might
piglet
say.
snowflake.
Block!
Piglet snowflake. I don't know what that is, but I like it.
Somebody called you a piglet snowflake?
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. That was a long time ago.
Oh.
Because I'm fat.
Wait. Oh, God. Next subject. I sense a trap, Dershie. Run! Run!
No, this was.
Run!
Oh, don't do that.
Oh,
It
I know that
hurts.
hurt my ears. I'm really loud.
You really are.
I
don't know why people tell me to shut up all the time.
don't know why people tell me I'm so loud. So anyway, you know us. You've known many of us for years on the internet. Lisa's number 5608, I believe it is. Is that right?
Something like that.
5608 on Twitter. So she was there before it sucked.
Yeah, when there was like 12 people. Man, what are you doing? I don't know. What are you doing?
And now all you see is F you, F you, F you. Oh my goodness. Yep. And Dershie and I used to be infamous or famous, if you prefer, on Twitter.
Both.
Both, absolutely. And we ranted and railed there until they pulled the plug on us, you might say.
6
So
times.
anyway, getting back out of the rabbit hole, which Dershie, Lisa, and I, we stay in the rabbit hole. That's part of what our show is we talk about the important stuff, and we also just
We do?
have fun.
What? We do?
What we do.
Important stuff.
Well,
Like
Fun
what?
stuff.
Going to the Backstreet Boys. That's
I know.
important.
That was important to you.
That little bunny and the rabbit hole gets more airtime in the show than anything else does, Chuck.
I can see that. Hey, you know what? He's cute. At least he's cute.
At least he hasn't been eaten by our cats.
Backstreet Boys. You start there.
Well, we went to the Backstreet Boys. The end.
No. Hell of a radio personality, that Lisa.
Okay, so
I'm glad I spent 3 hours setting this show up for that.
We're done. Good night, everybody.
I'm done. About 20 years ago,
It was 20 years ago today.
it wasn't. About 20 years ago, I took my daughter, who is now 25, to see the Backstreet Boys because she really, 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 really wanted to go, and I didn't want to go to the circus. So I said, choose between the circus or the Backstreet Boys.
Well, I choose circus
See
every
the
time.
Backstreet Boys?
No, I don't. I see a rabbit.
I said,
No, you can't.
they're up. She's not live. She needs a bunch of live.
Oh, hit
buttons.
live. Hit the red live button.
Where? Oh, okay.
Now you see the Backstreet Boys?
I do.
Okay,
That was
good.
an old picture.
All right, continue.
So, they kind of looked like that maybe when I
Yeah,
saw them
they were
the
kids.
first time. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, fast forward 21 years later, we went to the same place to see them.
Except
I
I went.
took Chuck. I didn't make him wear a dress like I did with my daughter and took her.
Good
It
time.
was about 90% women, 95% women.
I say it was 18,000 women and 2,000 men.
The kind of target-ish age group was about late 30s,
Oh, yeah.
mid-late 30s.
10 years younger than you, basically.
Right,
most of-
because my kid liked
Right, exactly.
them. But then I turned out like, okay, so my name is Lisa, and I have a boy band problem because I listen to the music still, and not
I'm nodding.
not exclusively, but
No.
and I usually don't push it on anybody else. But I like if I'm on a long car ride by myself, for example, to go pick up a kid or whatever,
Right.
I'll listen to Cheese.
Because you
So-
want it that way.
Yeah, that.
Had to throw that in there. Had to.
So I bought
So-
these tickets. I wasn't sure who I was going to take.
Yeah.
My daughter.
The night that we ordered them,
Yeah.
Lisa's like, well, should we just get the cheap seats? And I'm like,
Like
you've
the
wanted to
last
see
time.
them for 20 years. So buy the good seats. So we end up on what row? 14, I think it was? I think it was about the 14.
We
I
were
was
sort
counting
of
heads.
in like the fourth row of the second section, so probably.
Right, that's
row
where the
14,
stage.
yeah.
We were 4 rows behind where the
were on the
extension
floor.
of the extension of the
We
stage
were on the
was.
floor.
Yep, we were on the floor.
I don't believe I've ever sat on the floor at that particular arena before. Not literally on
I
the
usually
floor.
don't spend the money for floor seats that
They
often.
were not, and the good part is, I got the tickets a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
I put them away. I didn't look at them. I forgot that I got the good seats. I
I know
I
we got
basically-
there and you're like, oh
I
god, we
opened
got
them
the
up
good
and I
seats.
said, "Damn, we're sitting on the floor." So that was nice.
See, that's a good surprise.
I know.
It was.
It's good to be senile.
I mean, I'm a rocker. I've been to more rock concerts and hard metal concerts and just all sorts of stuff. But never been to a boy band before. But
It was
they've got about 3 or 4 great songs. I mean, and anybody that doesn't know, I want it,
Yeah,
want it that way. I know.
yeah, they have more than one. But
I mean, they have
Backstreet's back, all right.
Backstreet's back. Oh, that was awesome too. You heard me. I'm
Oh,
singing away.
by the way,
Backstreet's
I
back.
got an
All right.
I got an email today that says they will be in Costa Rica in February.
Are they going to be down there with the other band?
No,
What's the other band?
unfortunately. Oh, Foo Fighters?
Yeah, we're
no,
gonna
but
go
that
see-
would be awesome.
I just discovered I saw the Foo Fighters in 1998 when they first started,
I
and
know.
I didn't even know
And
it.
and that's when
They only had like 1 or 2 songs at that time.
we had 4. We counted.
Oh, well, at that time they had 4?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I knew I recognized the music. I was like, hey, these guys are
Could
really
be the-
solid.
Backstreet Foo Boy Fighters.
Foo Fighters tonight. Anyway, it was a really good concert. I mean, we were so close. We got such great pictures, and Lisa's
And it's a production.
Lisa's gawking at what's his face. Who's the guy you're
Kevin?
Kevin. She's got a crush on Kevin, and what? Before it seemed weird when to you that he was so much younger than
Not
you at
that
that
much
age.
younger.
I know it was 10 years, but at that
10 years.
age, 10 years
Well,
matter.
yeah, it was.
Now you're looking at him going, well, you're only 10 years younger than me. And she's looking at the stage going, you're pretty hot. And I'm just smiling.
Yeah, that.
It was funny. It's funny to see a woman have a crush. I know. I mean, a boy band crush.
Okay.
It's
At
fun.
least it's not Hanson.
They're still
They're
singing.
pretty young. They're pretty young.
I know they're still singing. And they sound
They're
really
actually
good.
good.
They are.
They're
very-
writing new music.
I always liked their new.
Yeah,
I always liked their
they're actually
original
good
album.
musicians, and
Yeah.
and they write their own songs, not like these guys. But
So we did the Backstreet Boys, and that
no,
was
we didn't do the Backstreet
well.
Boys.
We went and saw the Backstreet Boys, and that was the day after we got back from where?
Bristol, baby.
We went to Bristol, baby, and Lisa finally got to go to a night race. She's been wanting to do that for years now, and we just had to plan it. And we got this great
Did
cabin
that also
with some
ahead
friends.
of time. Imagine
I
that.
know. We plan. You used to say, "I don't plan." Now you plan, and
Well,
we
you
get
have
to go
and
places.
then you forget. It's like a surprise.
So we got this great cabin way up in the woods. We were up in the freaking woods.
Yeah, I don't know if anybody knows where the Virginia Creeper Trail is, but Virginia Creeper is actually a railroad. I didn't know.
Is
Yeah, I looked that up.
that little tiny train we saw?
I think that was part of it. Yeah, and so there's this really to this area famous bike trail
Right.
that a lot of people like to go on up there, and so we stayed pretty close to that.
Pretty close to there. I mean, we had to go up mountain, turn left, mountain, turn right,
One of
turn
the few-
left, mountain, turn right.
One of
It
the
was one of
few,
those.
if not only, places that Waze cannot find.
Wait,
Cannot
it was
find
one way.
Cannot find this cabin.
It
It's even
disappeared.
listed. It's listed in the what is it? VRBO, Vacation Rental by Owner.
Right.
It's listed. Do not use Waze to find this cabin. You will not find
Isn't
it,
that
or
funny?
you will, but it'll take you 40 minutes longer because
Because it takes you around the other
That
side
other-
of the mountain and then up again.
Yep.
Yep. So that was fun. I mean, but the-
Apparently, the owner is unaware that you can go into Waze and edit things if you ask.
oh really?
Yes, I've
Oh,
done it
that's cool.
before.
Is that why you can't find our address anymore?
Okay.
Damn it! She deleted
No,
our
because
address.
when they first opened the wakeboard park,
Uh-huh.
it would actually tell people to go to Alex's house and cut across to the wakeboard park,
It
and
is only
that's
100
not.
yards away, though.
Yeah, but you can't drive through.
Right. You
through
can't
the-
get there from
You can't
there.
drive through it.
Right.
So I went on Waze and fixed it.
Lisa, tell us your thoughts about Bristol. You finally
Okay,
we
well-
got to see the town and we got to see the track. You
We
start where
didn't
you
really
want,
do anything in the town because
but we got to see the
yeah.
important things.
we ate at a place called Cootie Brown's.
That was really
That
good.
was
good food.
That was good food. So if you go there, try that place out. They only have 2 locations. The other one's in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Gotta say it right. Johnson City, Tennessee.
Okay, you say it.
All right, I just did.
So yeah, Bristol. One thing I liked about that track, the emails beforehand, the ticket sales beforehand,
Yeah.
everybody that worked there, people in the parking lot, everybody was really nice.
Yeah, they were.
Really
Really
nice.
helpful.
Really nice.
And they got us right into the handicap lot. All we did to do is show the
They kept-
handicap thing.
Well, actually, it's pretty cool because they had a pre-registration for that, where you send in all your credentials. They
Yeah.
would send you an actual Bristol handicap,
That was awesome.
so you didn't have to prove that you were who you were, and you weren't using somebody else's handicap sticker or whatever. They sent a lot of email communications. Do you need this? Do you need this? Would you like to upgrade? They're really
So they're really
they're
good about
already-
handicap services.
not just the handicap, everything.
Well, and it really, where we were sitting ended up being perfect because the handicap lot was right below Pearson. So if you need any handicap services when you go to Bristol, try to get seats in the Pearson section of the racetrack, because it is literally go down the stairs, go out the door, down the hill, and you're there.
And they don't have shuttles after
Because
the
they don't
race.
have shuttles after the race, so you're going to want to be close. Okay, so go ahead.
Yes. So I liked it. I liked it a lot. It wasn't, I guess because of the modifications to the cars recently, it wasn't that whole like bone thumping.
It wasn't in your chest.
You
so
couldn't
much.
feel it. Yeah, it was kind of the same as Martinsville.
Right.
I'm guessing that's why we did get to see an excellent race.
Oh, it was
Wrong
so
person
good.
won, but
Well, yeah, you can't fault Denny though because
Oh,
he
I
was
know.
so.
I can't
mean-
if I want.
Well, you know what? All he did is praise Matt Benedetto in pit lane and say what a great guy and how he deserves a great
I would have
ride.
been really mad if Kyle Busch won. If I went all the way to Bristol and saw Kyle Busch win a race, I'd be like, that was a waste of money.
Matt Benedetto is the ultimate underdog, folks.
I loved how he came out.
He's in a second rate, a year-old car. Let's put it that way. And he doesn't have a ride next year, and he's racing for his racing life. And the guy finishes second place. He led the most laps. He got passed with 10 laps to go, which is just we were so disappointed. The whole place was disappointed.
Newman.
The biggest cheers after the race were not for Denny.
They were
for Matt.
Yep.
He put on before the race. Lisa, tell him what he was wearing.
Oh, well, so they have Bristol's one of the few places where they have the driver intros with music, right?
Right.
So they had the driver intros with music, which they don't show on TV because of licensing issues. So he came out wearing a satin robe and boxing gloves, and it said Italian Stallion on the back. Theme from Rocky. And it was great that everybody
was cheering.
Everybody loved it.
He's such a popular guy. He's got to end up in a great car.
As opposed to Paul Menard, who came out to Baby Shark.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That was funny, though, because at least it was the heavy metal version.
Exactly.
And he said his daughters had asked him to play that,
and you know what? If you're going to be out there with your kids, you might as well make their life.
Yeah.
You know, because they're going to always go, Daddy played
Baby Shark.
So the pre-race was really cool, all the intros, and Lisa mentioned Newman. I've been a fan of Newman a long time, and he's the hardest driving guy you ever saw. But he literally cost Matt that race.
Wiener.
He hit Matt's front left, I guess, fender and nose cone and crushed it in just enough to screw up his aerodynamics, and that was the end of the race.
Sure.
If Newman had gone low and let him pass like every other lap car does at the end of a race.
Newman doesn't do that.
Newman doesn't do that. He doesn't do it for his mother. He would wreck his mother to get in the playoffs, literally.
He probably would.
He would. I mean, I've admired that about him over the years, but this time he pushed it too far and he pissed off a lot of people who really are becoming fans of Matt. Not because of his race team, but because of the man, because he is a good man. Tell me more about Bristol, your thoughts on it.
I liked it. I think it would be fun to go up there for a whole weekend and do all the races, because there's a truck race, there's an Xfinity race, and there's the night race. I probably wouldn't care about going to a day race. I mean, just to go up there just for the one that they have in the spring. They are moving the race next year. It won't be in August, it'll be in September. So I think that means it'll be in the playoffs, right?
Right. So it'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, so that's cool.
It'll be a better time of the year. Because it was pretty.
We actually got good weather.
We got great weather.
It was about 10 degrees cooler than normal.
Yes. 10 degrees cooler than home, even.
Well, I mean, the normal. Well, it's in the mountains. Duh.
Right, that's why it's 10 degrees.
It's in the mountains.
That's why it was 10 degrees cooler.
No, it's 10 degrees cooler than it normally is at Bristol.
Oh, okay.
For that race.
It was beautiful. The weather was perfect.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
I had a beer, and it was called Yeehaw.
You did. Is that the one you got at that little white...
The little Airstream.
Is that where it was?
Yeah. The Yeehaw Brewery. It's in...
Yeah,
that's where it's in. Johnson City, Tennessee.
Johnson City, Tennessee.
We didn't go there, though.
If you don't know who Old Crow Medicine Show is, you probably won't know.
Why is Blaney on my thing?
There's Blaney. We love Blaney.
He's on my thing.
Blaney's a hell of a driver. We are Penske fans, and he is our primary driver now.
He's hot. Oh, wait, I'm too old to say that.
You can say whoever you want hot.
I think I'm older than his mother.
But he's a talented guy. I need him to get a tad bit more aggressive, though. That's all.
It's the new fun I'm having with this Wirecast thing, Chuck.
That's cool, man. We can do all sorts of stuff, can't you?
Adding things. Cool. How come we don't have headphones like him?
We don't make $5 million a year.
The other people in the chairs have them, too. They don't make $5 million a year.
We lent his to him. He lent extras. So Bristol was a ball. If you haven't been to Bristol, definitely do that.
Yeah.
And just because we haven't had enough NASCAR, Lisa joined this great
No,
organization.
you joined it.
She
I
signed me
signed
up for
you
it.
up for it.
Tell about that. So if any
I
veterans
saw this
out there.
thing. I don't even know where I saw it. I'm really not sure, but it's called VetTix. VETTIX. They're on Twitter and they're on Facebook. And I think it's. Hold on a second. VetTix. So it's not just for veterans. It's just called VetTix. It's for veterans and active military.
Right.
And what you do is you sign in, and if I could find it, you got to get verified.
Why is Blaney frozen? Nope.
Ooh, Frozen Blaney.
We had frozen Blaney. Frozen Blaney.
So you have to get they have a way to verify your service. Obviously, a lot of vettix.org. Okay.
There you go.
And I wasn't really sure if it was legit or not legit. I read about it. It seemed like it might be. So what happens is a lot of places have unused tickets to events.
Yeah.
And so they donate them to this organization. And then if you're a veteran or military, you don't always get what you want, but you can either ask for them or depending on how popular the event is, you can either just ask for the tickets and you get them, or you can enter a lottery to see if you can get them, which is what we did for Darlington. The Darlington tickets actually come from Kurt Busch, who buys 100, I'm not sure if it's 100 pair or 100 tickets to every race this year at least, and gives them away to military people. So we entered the lottery for that and we won them, so we got free tickets to Darlington. I did donate. There's a small delivery charge that they use to fund their website, and I did donate some money to them. But we actually got the tickets today. I don't know if you've seen on. Have you been on Facebook?
No, I haven't.
I sent you a picture of where our seats are.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at that. I forgot an important part of Tennessee. We'll get back to Darlington in a second.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Go ahead.
I
just wanted to talk about
coming home from the race. Waze decided to take us a different route.
Probably because of race traffic.
Probably because of race traffic, but it also happened to take me on one of the most daunting, challenging, fun, torturous roads I've ever been on after midnight. Never been on this road before. It's called the Snake. Yes.
Also not fun for people who have fear of car wrecks, like our passengers.
Right. Our passengers in the back seat of the Mustang, mind you, because
and the front seat.
There it is. If you're looking at the screen, there's the Snake. It's 36 miles long, and it is nothing but 90-degree rights, 90-degree lefts, 270s right, 270s left. These are degrees, if you're looking at a circle. Up mountains, down mountains, up mountains, down mountains, etc. And this is continuous. And the people in the back seat are like, oh, God. And I'm just, and I got this big grin on my face. Just, this is awesome. I mean, and there was a car in front of me, car in back of me. The truck in front of me, he was struggling a little bit, which slowed me up. Thankfully, really, because I'm a driver, and if you gave me that road without any traffic, I might wreck myself. Because it's fun. But it was the most amazing drive I've ever done in my life. I mean, it is so amazingly turns like you wouldn't believe. I mean, if in this one case, it was a set of 6 straight S's up and down a mountain. S's. It was wild.
I was gonna puke.
I know what's her face was gonna puke.
Oh well, she was in a bad car wreck,
and
so her name's Jamie.
Well, I wasn't gonna say any names.
Well, I didn't say her last name.
Okay, Jamie.
Jamie from Nebraska.
Jamie.
Yeah. That's not how they talk. I just said it like that.
I know, you're just making up.
I'm just making them shit up.
You're just making it up as you go along. So
she was in a bad car wreck, and so she was just.
She didn't enjoy it as much as I did, but it was.
Nobody
look
did.
At the screen now.
What?
Look, hit live.
I did. I can see you already.
You can see me already.
Only you're slower on here.
Hi, everybody. This is our new program. You're gonna on our show, The Right Side of Politics. You see us on there a lot, but not on this show. You'll see me a little bit apparently, though. Hey, you like my haircut?
I have a sticker on my camera.
That's right.
Try it.
Lisa does not want to be seen.
Got a sticker on my. That's because I'm a piglet.
I do. It's pretty good, man.
No, you can't pick your
I like
nose.
that split screen, so you can talk. See, I can point at the thing and go up and
Slow on
down.
mine.
You got to hit live.
I did hit live. There's a little red dot. That's
Oh,
live,
it's a little
right?
delayed. It's 10-second or 12-second
You're a
delayed
little
on my
delayed.
picture. Well, I'm that far behind, different than the world. That makes perfect sense. So the snake, if you ever get a chance, Lisa never wants to be on Route 421 again in her life.
Not that part of it. The
Yeah.
other part, you can go from, I think it's Winston-Salem area to Boone.
Right.
That's fine. I've done that before.
Right. We'll do this side if you're going to do it. It's from Mountain City to.
It's actually a loop. The whole trail. Look it up.
Yep.
It's a 33-mile loop or something like that with
It's 36.
489 turns or some ridiculousness.
It was like nothing I've ever seen. I woke up the next morning and my arms were tired.
Good.
Just from going right, left, up, down. And it was fast turns.
Like a video game, only it wasn't.
It was exactly like a video game is what it was, except I had a real car in my hands. And it was a Mustang! I love Mustangs. They're badass. So, that was fun. Now, let's get back to Darlington. Because Darlington was a blast. Mrs. Nibbis?
Yes. Darlington was a blast.
Well, we went, how many years ago?
Oh, 3 maybe?
3, 4 years ago?
How long have we had this camper?
3, 4, I don't
That's
remember.
because that's when we bought it, when we
Right,
got back
right,
from Darlington.
right. We got the fever right
and
after.
it hasn't moved since.
You know
and
what?
It ain't gonna.
It's not gonna, because it makes an
It's our-
absolutely perfect
Oh, it's also our
guest room.
Guest bedroom.
Yeah, if somebody, and they got their own, own facilities here. They can do their own thing. But we're going to Darlington again because of vet ticks.
It was
Lisa won the vet ticks.
Well, you did. I
Well,
put
I
your
won the
name
vet.
in.
She put my name in.
I'm
for
not
me.
eligible. One thing about this, though, if you do sign up for
Mhm.
it and you do get tickets,
Yes.
you must use them. You can't blow. If you can't use them, please let them know. They'll give them to somebody else, but don't. And
Yeah,
they
don't
will
waste
kick
them.
you, and they will kick you off the website. They say if you
Abuse
do
it.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Don't
can't
do
give
that.
them. You can't give them to
sell
somebody
them
else.
You can't sell them or give them to somebody else. If you can't use them, you give them back to them.
Right.
But I mean, we got a chance to go to
But we're
Darlington
getting-
where are we sitting anyway? I haven't looked. but you
it's
can tell
fairly
me.
close to where we sat before. Slightly
into turn one. Then.
slightly to the left of where we were sitting before. So slightly
So pretty close to the.
before,
end of pit road?
maybe before the start finish line. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
I'm not sure. I sent you a
How
picture.
how high up are we?
Just look.
I will, but we're on the air right now.
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
We're in the main section because you know how they only have 3 sections now. I believe they've
Yeah.
taken away so many seats. We're in that main section.
Did you message me?
No, it's
Oh, you posted.
posted on Facebook. It's a picture. Section S, row 6, but they're so high up that it's not like section 6. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to see the whole track.
Shares a link in my timeline. I guess 7 hours ago.
Probably.
Let's see. There they are,
Can you see them?
somewhere.
Okay. Anyway, they're pretty good seats. Thank you, Kurt Busch.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to Kurt Busch because he is the one who donates these to.
He buys them. He pays full price supposedly,
That's amazing.
and so I think they said the tickets were $114 a piece.
Well, we do have good seats.
Yeah.
We're right before the start. Holy crap! You got us better tickets than we had last time.
I didn't get them.
Well, I know, but they did. Thank you.
Well, you know,
Kurt
if you're
Busch.
going to give away tickets, you might as well give away halfway decent
Krudsky.
tickets, right?
These are better seats than we had last time.
Yeah. So.
Nice.
that'll
So
be
this is
fun.
going to be fun.
It'll be
we're
fun.
We're taking the pups.
Yeah, we're only going for the day, really.
Really overnight.
Yeah, we're going to go. Hopefully, try and check into the hotel. Where are we staying?
Where are we staying? Oh,
We're
south of the border.
We're staying at south of the border just because we
Just
can.
because we never have.
My parents did once.
Aw, that was a couple of years ago.
Biddy?
Hopefully they updated.
They have updated since then, yes.
Cool. This ought to be fun.
I don't think they charge you 10 cents to use the bathrooms there anymore either.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Did they really? They used to do, I think they did do that.
Yeah, they did do that. Yep.
Gosh. I mean,
yeah, so we're gonna stop in there, drop off the dogs. Nobody heard me say that. Go to the race, come back, sleep, go back home.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
We may let the dogs drive.
Yeah. They don't have thumbs.
That's amazing. We're going to be like, crap. I mean, literally, it's like 6 rows up, 10 rows from the 10 rows to the left of the start-finish line. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Kurt Busch, you rock, dude. I might even root for you, at least for a lap. Who you rooting for at Darlington, Dersh?
Man, I'd love to see Blaney win because I want him to make sure he's in the playoffs. But
Me too.
I don't know. We'll see.
Anybody but Kyle Busch?
You know, if you're not really much of a NASCAR fan, Darlington is a weird place because anybody can win. It's one of those tracks that literally anybody can get hot. Hey, Ricky Craven won once, for God's sakes, in one of the best finishes ever.
Is that like Talladega? I mean,
Kind of,
anybody
yeah.
can win. We didn't see any good wrecks there, did we?
No.
Well-
No, we didn't, as a matter of fact. I don't think there was any really good wrecks. Carlington. Yeah, Carl Edwards won that. Was that his last win,
I
maybe?
believe it was
I
his
think it was his
last
last win ever. I want to finish the show with everyone's most interesting subject. Everyone
Me?
has...
It's all about me!
Yeah, I want to talk about me! Everyone has collections of some sorts. Lisa's got collections. I've got collections. Dershie's got collections. Our brother Jerry's got collections.
Churches have collections.
Churches have collections. Our grandparents and parents all had collections.
There's cars.
Who wants to start? Whose favorite collection do they want to talk about first?
I hear Dershie has
Dershie,
penguins.
you're up.
I do. I collect penguins. I have hundreds of them all over the house and places. We have a bathroom dedicated to my penguins, and the walls are painted ice blue. And
that's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's.
Do you like the Happy Feet movie?
I hate the Happy Feet movie.
While we're talking about your collections, you also have one that you have right around you and behind you. Your man cave is full of soccer memorabilia.
Soccer, all kind of soccer stuff. I have soccer flags from every city that I've been to and games that I've been to all over the world.
Including finally, for God's sake, a signed autographed picture by Ike and Lisa's son Tommy when they were in college.
Over there on the walls and sitting there looking pretty right now.
Yep. Framed and everything. I was impressed with that.
One of them plays in the MLS, one of them doesn't. Guess which one?
Yeah, Ike's a star in the MLS. He's on the men's national team.
No, not yet. No, he's aging out.
Yeah, he's aging out now. I forgot. Well, time flies so fast.
He was on the U19 national team, I believe, or U23. Sorry,
right.
For a time.
Yep, but he's been.
Seeing as how he's not U23 anymore.
Yeah, but he's been with several teams now, and he's a talented pro.
Yeah,
Tommy
he gets injured a lot, but he always did, even when he was playing.
Lisa's son could have been, but his injuries were to the knees. And once your knees go, it's like you're back. Knees are back. You're done.
He can say he was a professional soccer player, though,
and scored.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
And
against the New York.
No.
Oh no, it wasn't.
No, he didn't play in that game.
Oh right.
That was the LA Galaxy anyway. I do have a roster.
Right,
I do have a roster of where they print the entire team, whether they bring them or not.
Right.
So on one side it says David Beckham, and on the other side it says Tommy Drake. And even though he didn't start that game and Beckham didn't even show up,
right. They're on the same roster.
Yeah, the Railhawks actually have played. Well, they're not the Railhawks anymore. They're North Carolina Football Club.
Mm-hmm.
But the Railhawks have played LA Galaxy twice in their existence and beaten them both times.
Right.
What?
No, it's all good. Miss Lisa, you have collections as well. What
No,
is
I
your?
don't.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Uh-huh.
What?
Some you can use, some you can
What?
look at.
I got earrings.
Yes, she's got
That was pretty much the first thing I had a lot of,
Yeah.
probably.
and necklaces.
And that's more recent. That's because I found out you can get them really cheap at the thrift shop.
But I was thinking more like those cookery items of
Pyrex.
yours that you love so dearly.
Well, first I started looking for jadeite.
Right.
That's really hard to find. Thank you, Martha Stewart. You whore. No, I'm just kidding.
I love
I'm
her
just
pot
kidding.
show.
Yeah. Oh, that is funny. That is hilarious. But yeah,
Snoop
but
Dogg.
because she popularized jadeite
Right.
in like the 90s or so, everybody decided it was worth a lot of money and bought it all up, and like about
And a lot of it went to Japan. right?
tons of it's in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are obsessed with this stuff.
Yeah, it's beautiful stuff.
Yeah.
So you
So
went
it's-
from there to Pyrex.
Yeah.
And approximately how many pieces of Pyrex would you estimate you have, Mrs. Nebbis?
100.
Double, triple that?
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You can't count the
Mm.
lids separate.
I'm not counting lids separate. I'm
You-
counting about littles and mediums and bigs.
I
And...
don't know. I'm saying 100. I don't care what you say.
Doesn't matter if it's 500.
It's not 500.
It might.
It's not 500.
could literally
no, it's
be.
not. Anyway, right now I'm currently just displaying the ones that I like and trying to figure out what to do with the rest of them, because I am not shipping that crap somewhere.
Then you have a sizable collection of angels as well.
Well, I do. Well, I got a lot of those from my grandmother.
Yep.
And then I just pick them up here and there, like the little Japanese figurines and things like that.
And along that line, you also have 20 or 30 rosaries now.
Yes, I do. I also
They're
got some of
beautiful.
those from my grandmother. I also know this lady on Etsy that makes really, really, really pretty rosaries.
Yep.
And she'll even custom make car rosaries or whatever.
See, the beautiful thing about all this, if you're looking at Lisa's store, is when she gets bored with stuff, she's going to list them and sell
That's
them.
exactly what I'm doing.
And-
That's what I'm doing with the necklaces. I'm like, I bought this. I'm gonna wear it, and then I'm gonna put it in the box, and then I'm gonna put it on Etsy.
She has beautiful stuff,
Not my
and
mostly.
literally could be a store.
Not most. I have a store. I just
No, I mean,
haven't-
we have a store
Oh, I know.
here.
Nope, you're not coming to the house.
You can't come to the house
Can't
and
come to
root
the
through
house.
root through the
No
bedroom.
brick and
Sorry.
mortar. No brick and mortar here.
Yep.
Let's see, Pyrex. Yeah, that's. I have a whole dresser full of CDs out there, but that was long ago.
Yeah, you know what? Someday, if
They're
those
probably
are ever
not.
worth,
They're probably decomposing.
they're still good. No, CDs don't go.
Yeah,
bad.
they do. They actually break down. Ask Dershey. I bet he knows.
As Dershey, you can't.
Yes,
He's on-
They do decompose.
CDs
I see
do.
you.
They do. They're actually the best CDs have about a 20-year lifespan.
Really?
The ones that
I'm
you
host.
buy and record music on, that 2, 4, 6 years is
Yeah.
about the best you can expect to get out of it.
Wow. That sucks. Well, so she's got this.
Yep.
Me, I have one collection, and it's basically limited by room at this point. Right? What she said?
And you don't want me to say that.
No. No, I just got what he said. No, don't say that one. No, I've Lisa got me thinking about Hot Wheels again, because I used to love Hot Wheels, and I had quite a collection when I was a young boy. But they disappeared for some reason. I guess my mother or whatever, they just gone.
Toys do that. Have you ever noticed? You have a toy and then it's gone, and your mother doesn't know what happened to it.
Yeah, she hated that toy.
They go. I think they run away when you're at school.
I think your mother sends them to the trash can when you're at school.
That's what I think too.
I think you're right. So I've got a hell of a collection of Hot Wheels going. Some of the not enough red line old ones, but all sorts of trucks and cars and all this stuff, and it's really fun. And you know what? If you can't own every car on Earth, but you love every car on Earth, having a Hot Wheel or a Matchbox to look at is pretty darn cool, even at our age. Dershey's got a brand new Blaney 21 car in the package he's showing me on the camera. Just because you're older doesn't mean you have to be old or stop having fun.
Well, I buy you the what used to be the Hess trucks, and now they're the Speedway
they're
trucks.
cool. One
Yeah.
of this year the Speedway truck was
The
a
dump
big
truck.
dump truck. And I needed a little place to keep all my knickknacks on my end table where I sit. So the truck bed makes a great place to put all that stuff. Plus, I could turn on the lights and the horn.
Annoy the cats.
And our dog Cotton just goes berserk and hides every time I do it, which is a bonus. All for fun. I'm keeping Dershie awake.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wake up! You've got a gallon of coffee there, dude.
I know. It's almost gone.
Really? You finished that?
It's,
He's got one of those 64-ounce mugs. Isn't that a 64?
That much.
No, that's a 32.
32, yeah.
Yeah. So we've finished about 28 ounces of coffee while we've been on the
Does he
air.
have to go to the wee wee chat room?
He probably will have to go there a couple times after this, I would expect.
Dershie's had a rough week, as you know, with my eyes and everything, and it.
Yeah. Are you
really,
all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, but it's tiresome to go through the day having to strain to see anything, and
Yeah.
No, I hate to say it, but right now your eyes look like you went a couple rounds with Ollie.
Yeah, they're getting better. They're getting better.
Yeah, they are.
I can see things, yesterday, today that I couldn't see, 4 days ago.
That's good news.
Actually got out and drove a little bit today for the first time in a while.
Did anybody honk at you?
No, but I didn't go far. But I haven't been driving or anything. I've been captive in my house because I just didn't feel safe. I mean, literally, I couldn't see the stoplights to tell whether
that's not
it
good.
was red or green, and that's
perilous right there.
Shouldn't be out on the road.
Uber,
You're a menace.
Uber.
You're a menace.
I was Dennis the Menace. That's absolutely right. You can call me Dennis for the rest of the show.
All right, Dennis. We have a friend, Dennis, over on where is he now? One of these sites. You knew him from Twitter.
Who?
You don't know.
That's right.
One of Dershie's my friends.
Let's
see.
Chuck, I also have a big birdhouse collection.
Do you really?
Yeah, we have our house has 12-foot ceilings, and we have in our kitchen living room a platform that goes around the wall about 8 feet. So you got about 2-3 feet between the. It's not a platform. It's a planter shelf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the top. And I've got I think maybe 30 birdhouses there that I've collected.
Dear.
And I got them out in the yard too. Because the birds live in them and got all kinds of stuff. But I collect birdhouses.
Lisa's got a bunch of bird feeders. They yell at her when they run out of food. Believe it or not.
Oh, they do. They do.
They really do.
Oh, I know.
They start squawking.
The squirrels do around here too because they like stealing the bird food. Squirrels like throw peanuts at you and acorns and stuff.
Squirrel comes knocking at the door. Excuse me, you need to feed us.
Yeah, but like you, I've got an extensive car collection.
Yeah, you do. Diecast?
A lot of signed cars too.
Nice.
That I've got a Blaney. I actually got two Blaneys.
Autographed.
The autographed, yeah. The
Nice.
the 21 that he won Pocono.
Oh, neat.
With the confetti on it.
Did you get them signed or you just bought them signed?
I bought them signed. I have a Larson Target car that I got.
Cool.
I saw him and got him to sign it.
That's neat.
Yeah,
It's fun meeting the drivers because they really are nice people. When
Some.
Oh, they're great. I mean,
most.
Some.
most of them. I've never had one that I've seen that if you had something of theirs and you handed it to them, that they'll sign it. I've never seen a driver not sign something that has their number on it. But I've got so I've got a bunch of
that's fun having collections of stuff you can look at and touch, feel, play with, and all that.
It drives my grandson crazy because he wants to play with them, but I'm like,
Oh, I bet.
yeah, no, sorry,
It's kind of like
not gonna happen.
It's kind of like grandmas that have doll collections. 'Cause
Yeah.
They won't let the little girls play with them.
Well, you can at that age because you just don't know. You dent or scratch something, all of a sudden it's not what it was before.
Yeah, I
That's
also
cool.
have a lot of autographed shirts and and things. I'll show you pictures of my Dale Murphy shirt
Yeah.
that I have signed, and I was up when we went up to Chicago this year.
Yep.
I remember we went through Atlanta to go to Tennessee and then Chicago. Well, on the way back, my brother calls me, and we weren't planning on going back through Atlanta. And he's like, "No, you got to come. You got to come back here." I'm like, "Man, it's like 4 hours out of the way."
Right.
He's like, "No, you got to come back here." I'm like, "All right, I'll come. You know, we'll go see you on the way home."
Yep.
And stopped by, and he had bought me an autographed shirt of Peter Sagan from the Tour de France.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he signed it
He's,
in the Tour de
he's like your
France.
bicycling hero guy,
He
right?
is my bicycle hero, man. I absolutely adore Peter Sagan. He's one of my superheroes, and
That's way cool.
and yeah. So I mean,
Wow.
from this year's Tour de France, he signed it, and I got.
Did he win?
He won the green jersey, which is the
Right.
for the speedsters. He
Right.
didn't win for the the time thing.
He didn't
but-
win the overall.
No, but he doesn't compete for that. But he did win a seventh green jersey, it's point
Nice.
jersey, which set an all-time record. So
Neat.
I've got a signed jersey from him in the Tour de France this year, from
Nice.
where he set the record. And I was freaking out, man. You had no idea. I felt like I was
bet.
5 years old and Santa showed up.
Gave him a hug, did you?
Oh my gosh, yes. It was
That's
awesome.
cool. Is that one framed on the wall yet?
It's framed and it's sitting under my wall or leaning against the wall right now. I haven't hung it up yet, but it was in a
Excellent.
frame 2 days after I got it home. Just haven't hung it yet.
That's wonderful. That's really cool, man. I'm really happy about that. You didn't tell me about that one before, so that's a new one.
Yep.
Very cool. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have almost completed our first show on this new system. It's what's called Rendezvous Run or whatever.
Well, it's Wirecast, and we get to talk to you and have you and Lisa on the show through what they call Rendezvous, which is their
Connection Hub or whatever.
meeting
Gotcha.
room. Yeah. And I
Yeah.
just added.
It works great.
Yeah, the pictures that I have of the race of Blaney and the one I had of the Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
Cook showed me how to do that tonight. It's
Nice.
another piece called Presenter, which is also free
Neat.
from the same company, and it actually allows me to put anything on one of my 3 monitors and put it out live, which is why we had a live shot of Blaney.
How cool.
We can do any video live.
So now we don't have to depend on old computers to do things they're not really intended to do.
Yeah, exactly right.
I love it. We haven't had a glitch. We haven't had a stutter. We haven't been paused at all during this entire show. And folks, it's worth it to us because we want to give you a good show. We want you to come listen to us every week
And bring your friends.
and bring your friends. Please tell people about us. Tell a couple people each, if you
And
can.
follow us on YouTube, please.
Yes, follow.
We're stuck
yeah.
on 43.
Yeah, we need some more subscribers, please. All you got to do is go to the Chuck and Lisa show,
And subscribe.
where you are.
We won't
Actually, if
even-
you're listening to us right now on YouTube, you'll look down and you'll see the subscribe button next to us.
Yeah.
Please click on that.
I don't think
It
we
would mean a lot to
I don't
us.
even think we bother you or anything.
No, we don't do a thing. We just smile and
I
go,
think-
"Yay, we got another
YouTube
subscriber!"
YouTube might suggest that you watch us once in a while, but
Yeah. Well, no, they don't even do that.
they do that to me, so I think they do.
Do they?
You're
They never-
probably not even subscribed to our show, are you?
They never tell me to.
I am. I'm
I think
subscribed.
I am.
I bet you're not. You should check right now. I bet you're not.
Nope. No, I'm not. We're at 44. Give me 5. We hit number 44.
Don't make me pee.
I don't even. We're in the chat room.
Oh God.
Oh my
You're
God! I
such-
didn't even follow our own show.
You're such a dork.
I guess I shouldn't be subscribed to our own show, for
You should
God's
be.
sake.
Committed.
I am committed to our own show. Mm.
What a dork.
So, next week at 9:30.
No, if I had 5 more husbands, we'd have 5 more followers.
That's called polygamy.
Well, Chuck,
It's like sister wives.
you can create like 10 Google addresses and emails. And,
I can
and
do
just
that. Well, I have
subscribe
I
at all
have
10
several
of them.
now, I think. So
We'll
I
subscribe at all
probably
10.
got us up to 50 now.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so we are going to be back. We'll be on every week now. Next Wednesday at
As long as a
9:30.
hurricane doesn't come and get us.
Yeah, as long as a hurricane doesn't blow us away.
Hey,
Assuming we don't lose power like we did the last time the hurricane came through.
Well, we got a generator, so
well,
we're all right on that
he's
one.
in Florida, though.
All right. Yeah,
That's
it might come get you real
They
quick
don't-
here.
Like
Well,
my
right-
friend today said, they don't play Where's Waldo, they play Where's Jim Cantori.
Yeah. Right now, the track is it has it going just north of us towards Daytona
All right.
at about 2:00 on Monday. So
And then it's going to turn dead left, I hope.
I hope I don't know. I hope it turns right and goes out in the ocean because
Yeah.
if
And then we can drop a bomb on it.
We drop a bomb on, but if it turns left, I just hope it doesn't hit the Arlington because
Yeah, selfish
I've-
bastard.
I've heard stories about Darlington in the mud, and it's just it's like
Well,
being at Woodstock.
You know what?
basically.
We don't have to go. Well, we're not
Oh, we
staying.
don't have
We're
to
not
go.
camping. We just
Right.
have to let them know if we
Right.
can't go.
That's all we got to do, and give the
Well,
tickets back.
Right.
I'm going to be in Ohio this weekend. We're leaving Friday,
Ohio, yay!
and we're supposed to come back Monday.
Cool.
And if the hurricane shows up, we may not have a show Tuesday, Chuck. So.
That's what, well, bring your laptop. We can always do it from there.
Unfortunately, with what we have now, it won't work on my laptop.
No?
It's, this thing needs too much juice. Thankfully, my real Mac has enough juice, and as you've been doing the show, I've been playing around and adding stuff
Right.
and doing all kind of stuff, which I couldn't do on the old system because I needed every single ounce of
Wow.
Right,
power on that old operating system. So,
right.
so
So now you got your boomer working, and we're good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Check this
Well,
out.
bring your computer with you, just in case it floods.
Yeah,
That's-
I'm not gonna do that.
On this, just one quick thing on this vet
Yes.
Tix thing.
Yeah.
Last year they gave away 2 million tickets.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
Wow,
They've
that's
only
awesome.
been doing it since 2008.
that's cool.
They're on track this year to give away probably over 2 million.
You know, Lisa calls me her coupon.
You are a coupon.
So as I was saying, you can see us next Wednesday here at 9:30. And Dershie and I, assuming he isn't washed away by a hurricane or anything like that, he and I will be on the air Tuesday at 8 o'clock. But if there is a hurricane and it's slapping Florida, we'll let you know if we're not going to be on. Just look at one of our online sites. that
Unless you
we're at.
live in Florida and you don't have any electricity.
Then you're screwed. Sorry, Dersh. You'll be in Ohio. What do you care?
Going to the FAU Ohio State football game
Don't
Saturday.
you swear at me.
FAU Ohio State. You know, FAU is where I actually went to
So
school.
are you going to Columbus?
Columbus, that's right, for the football game.
Almost was the co-owner of a Domino's Pizza franchise in Columbus, Ohio. Oddly enough, owned by Bo Schembechler, who is not real.
Wow.
Isn't that weird that he owned the?
Really?
Yeah, because he
Wow.
was friends with Tom Monahan, and Tom Monahan gave him the rights to that
He
franchise.
gave it to him?
Well, he didn't give it to. He gave him. He gave.
$1.
He didn't have to buy into it, but he gave them the rights to that franchise.
Right. How
And we were going to buy it.
Oh, cool.
However,
Well, That's cool.
Ohio State is so big that it needed 2 stores to service it.
wow.
Yeah.
And it's just
Yeah,
pretty big.
but-
getting bigger.
On the bright side of that, I didn't have to move to Columbus.
Always look on the bright side.
Well, we're
So
going
there's
up there. My wife's grandfather was a teacher, and which is
Oh,
the
cool.
reason my wife
I'm
is
shocked.
a teacher.
Uh-huh.
And she was her hero and inspiration. And he graduated from Ohio State, and
Nice.
she has never been to Ohio State, so she's really looking forward to this.
Nice.
How neat.
I think it's cool. I don't even know if this is still a thing, but there used to be dormitory rooms in the stadium. Not like not in the stadium, but you know what? Like
Yeah, around the outside. Yeah,
around the
still,
outside.
They're still
Are they
there.
still there?
Yep.
So what is that? About a 15-hour drive?
If you were driving, we're flying,
Oh, smart man.
which is why we may not be back.
Right.
Make sure you've got flood insurance on your car, on your cars. You know?
Well, my truck is 4 feet off the ground, so it's all right.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's cool. That's cool. All right, you guys. I think we've talked long enough. We've been on over an hour.
Past my
We
bedtime.
always go past an hour. That's what we do because we usually go in the ditch for half of it. This has been a lot of fun. The new system works great. We can't wait for you guys to come join us next week. That's all I got to say. Lisa, you got anything, Dad?
No, I have to go to the wee chat room.
There you go. That's a good reason to say goodnight. And I'm sure Dershey does after all that gallon of coffee he drank.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for a while. We're good.
Your eyeballs are floating there, buddy.
Well, they're floating, but not for that reason. That's right.
That's funny. Well, we want to thank you very much for joining us tonight. And I don't have anything more to add.
Shut up, Chuck.
And Obama still sucks.
That's the other show.
I know, but you said Chuck, shut up, Chuck, so I figured I could add it once.
Say goodnight, Chuck.
Look, Dershey.
My piglet-
Say goodnight, Chuck. Say
piglet-
goodnight, Lisa.
My piglet snowflake is
Say goodnight,
self.
Lisa.
It's
Good night,
Say
Lisa.
goodnight, Lisa.
Beat you up.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Lisa.
Good night, Dershey.
Good night, Dershey.
Love you,
Bye.
man. See you guys. Thank you for listening.
All right, we're out.
Perfect show. Right off we went all over the place, and that's what we do. But the sound quality is perfect. The video is perfect. The little additions that you're adding here and there are perfect.